Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. That's not what he had in mind, and they'll give up good field position as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll leave it with him. There he goes! Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Smashes ahead. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Starting to feel a little pressure. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to set up the screen. He's loose. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Makes the grab, it's Brown. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Makes the catch. It's Randall. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. It couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really win on the outside. And Clemson, as much as anybody, they're going to catch the ball, spit it to those guys, let them go make plays.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Buying some time. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice 3rd down conversion by the quarterback.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
Right, and take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running back? You want to put a linebacker on him? I like my chances, even with safeties. Those guys, listen, they aren't as great as corners and covering, so I like finding matchups and exploiting them.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Might as well give it to him again.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Oh, and the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end. But he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Klubnik. Got his man. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Hale. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Got it on the outside. It's Williams. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Quarterback making checks. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. He clearly doesn't believe in punting, going for it this close to his own end zone. Off play action. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Got some room, made it to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Man, what a nice touchdown run. And this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he added the extra point. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The give is to Miller. Shakes off the defender. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Snagged in the middle. It's Hale. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Bama! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab deep. Running free. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And the point after is good. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Edwards. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
That's caught. It's Young. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Got his man quickly. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ncaa if they can stop him on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Gives him the big stiff arm. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a 1st down, and they've got to show this urgency.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the 1st down.
They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Looks as if he's going to run it. It's a seam wide open.
dude, when you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards, what a luxury. How nice is it to have a quarterback like that when I'm a tailback, when I can send the tailback one direction, quarterback the other direction. This guy's just got so much speed.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Young. And the ball's free in the backfield. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Pressure coming. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up the 3 spot before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Going over the top. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start the third quarter with the run. It's a running room. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. On the run, it's Young. Fights off a defender. And he fought for everything he could. Probably lucky it wasn't worse with all of the company he had in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Looking left. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. The play action fake. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. Wide open spaces. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Simpson. Pocket breaking down. Working that wide receiver screen. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The option look. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Playing the option man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Young. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Alabama quickly back to the line. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown tie. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address and do something different.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Throwing right. He's got an open man. Turning on the Jets. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Clemson now operating in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Ball's out. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, the coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Clemson.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Williams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Running behind that left side. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period.
Clemson, 21.
will stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. On the snap, it's Young. Fires to the right. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Got some room to run. At the 30. He's at the... And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. And remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves. But what a play.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the handoff. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Williams. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Oh, it's loose. Bounced right back to them.
And what a great job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce, right back to the offense.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
And he does every single thing right on that play. Late in the game, you're trailing. You need to get this first down, but you got to try to save as much clock as possible. He's able to get out of bounds and do precisely that.
Looking for the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, Alabama! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And This is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And it's good, and he's gotten the lead up to 3 late. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
So now it's 2nd and long. Defense playing a bail technique. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. He makes the grab. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score.
Oh, it's out! And what a break to get that football back. At this juncture, that would have been catastrophe. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
He's got it on the right, and he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I just love the awareness there, understanding where he is. He didn't get the first down, but he gets out of bounds. He knows he has a timeout in his back pocket, so he's still putting his offense in position here to drive the field, score, and win this game.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Davidson. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Now improvising. Got all he needed for the 1st down, and then he gets down on the slide.
That is a momentum-shifting play by the quarterback. This home crowd, they are buzzing after that scramble on 4th down. Great job letting his God-given ability take over to pick up the 1st. They are still alive here late in the game.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're already in field goal range. They've got time to take some shots. Need to be urgent, but don't rush. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Right back to the well. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Klubnik. Fires left. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Got room on the return. He's at the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
It's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Going back to the well, another deep ball. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Keeps looking downfield. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
the top teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Quick pass on the jet motion. Oh, a lot of space. Ball is loose. Oh, and just like they threw it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, running back on the go. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll run play action. Going to try to get it himself. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Here's a quick throw out to the left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the move. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you could just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. LSU quick to the line. Motion from the wideout. Johnson wants to throw it. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. A run for the quarterback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. With the catch, it's Durham. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the...
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. With the run on first and goal. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
That's so frustrating for the opposing offense, too, because you're just salivating. You're just waiting for an opportunity to get on the field. The offense possessed it the entire first quarter and then capped it off with a touchdown. That was amazing.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically, the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Matt, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Miller with the ball. Oh, he's got some space. There he goes. The 20. He's at the touchdown. Bama. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. Kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Got the quick completion. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense got it.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out. You recover it, a forced turnover.
Looking downfield, it's Simpson. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Racing down the left side. The 30. Past the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And you really want your quarterback in the red zone to be efficient, to be smart, not to give up points. And, man, he makes a big mistake. They capitalize on defense, return the ball all the way down the field, and now their offense has an opportunity in the red zone.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Might be looking to run. That's caught, it's Adams. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line?
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. Rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
Wide receiver going in motion. Now the play fake. Makes the grab on the shot. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. Now on first down from the 28. The give to the back. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll go up top on second and short. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Find some fresh air. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game.
Third down and 2, you know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. It's a flea flicker. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry?
And, David, they dial up the flea flicker. And how about the job of the running back selling like it was run and the receiver selling like it was blocked before taking off downfield to catch that wide open?
Yeah, and you can see everybody sucks up, plays the run. And listen, there's a timing and a rhythm and a perfect time to call these plays. They dialed up a good time to do it.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Alabama comes to the line on third and short. They'll try to run for it.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Stands in and takes the hit. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw him into double coverage.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He'll take it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Loss of 3. 3rd down coming up.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Simpson. He'll take a shot. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Durham. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He'll try it again. Picks up the first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
1st and 10 from their own 17. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Nussmeier. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Buys a little time with his feet. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains, it's at the 22. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And now a chance to pull even 1st and goal as we get late in the first half. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Young. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown Tide!
And the ground game comes through for this offense just in the nick of time. Clock ticking down in the first half. They punch it in and a chance to tie this football game.
Looking for the tie with the extra point.
On for the extra point.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the tight end. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Runs ahead and powers his way from 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Caught near the sticks. It's Young. He's loose. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Back to the quarterback. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. They punt it away on 4th down. Takes it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. Lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the deal.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. And nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. They'll run for it. He's in open space downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. In your own territory, fourth down, no problem at all. They just go for it again.
What about you, Reese? Are you going for that?
Yeah, man. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Flips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Oh, it's reversed. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
Well, the offense is trying to go with the trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Third and long, the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big third down stop.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hale. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
When you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Let's go! The give to the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of of scrimmage, he had been running wild.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Let's go. Snap to the back. Running into the open space. Rumbles all the way down to the 6-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and he gives them a first and goal.
Great execution by this offense. The running game coming through, perfect fashion, breaks the big run, finishes inside the 10.
And they do a great job of blocking downfield with their wide receivers, too. And all of a sudden now, this offense knocking on the door.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They move on top here in the fourth.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Trying play action. He's got it, first down and more. At the 40, there he goes. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one. So the 4th down call works out for them as they try to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, that play race is going to give them a lot of confidence. Here they are. They're trying to scrape and claw themselves back into this one and take the lead. They needed that play.
He'll keep it himself. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow at 2nd and 7. The Tigers will hustle to the line.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that second kick.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere. You forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. On the ground, it's Durham. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Got his man out of the backfield. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score.
First down for the offense.
And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try to get the edge on the left. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Chains keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team...
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. He makes the grab. The 2-point try is good, and they take the lead. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Yeah, it's hard. This is the hardest time because you got to have plays and you got to have scripts because you know they're sitting back with all the DBs on the field in a dime package playing pass. How can we get 1st downs? How can we complete passes and get out of bounds to try to save some of this clock as we move the ball down the field?
To the air on 2nd down. Here's a throw downfield late. Makes the catch down the right side. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Bama! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Here comes the two-point try. They'll go with the direct snap. He just couldn't squirt his way in for the two, and it's still a 5-point game here in the fourth quarter.
That keeps the score Alabama 34.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a...
It's a seam wide open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
This play works for one reason. You toss the ball quickly to the left, receivers have to block. Once that running back gets on the perimeter, you're going nowhere if those receivers aren't committed to getting on those DBs, locking on them, running their feet. That's not their first priority. I know they're going to catch the ball more than they're going to block. Nice job blocking on that toss.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. He has the first and still on his feet. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why won't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Young. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Young. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown time!
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. It's a running room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
QB slicing. No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. LSU right back to the line. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, and that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
Thanks so much for spending... Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting, as we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Nittany Lions will put total leather and we'll get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. Leaves it with the running back. Wide open spaces. Kearney on the Jets. The 30. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
Well, there's a big run on offensive guys. I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
To throw, it's Simpson. Under fire. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Let's go! This quarterback part of their running game. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Did a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Looks as if the returner will try and feed. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Off the play fake on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Getting set on second down. Wants to throw. It's Aller. Finds the tight end. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it behind the line. It's Pena. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Wants to throw on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. With a 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Aller. Pulls it in. It's Ross. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
you got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. Off play action on first down. Steps away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short. The give out of the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on fourth down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins. You saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Allard. They'll run the screen. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Sends it back in motion. Lost a fire on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Singleton. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Turning it on! Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Snagged in the middle. It's Reynolds. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and goal. Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. Sneak gets it done.
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here. In this game, in this environment, all 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing, execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They go to the ground. Takes it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And he tacks on the extra point. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll try the run. Runs through a tackle. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Nittany Lions with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the tight end. The hand to the running back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for two out to the 26. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. Bully ball on third and short. Still running at the 40. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Third down and inches, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to be physical and they're going to run the football, but they still executed a good level. Not only picking up the first down, chewing up more yardage to make this drive even easier.
Gonna run it. It's Singleton.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the toss. Oh, he's got some space. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Going with the counter play here. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Aller. Gets it out fast. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. In front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Unloads it left. Got his man. There he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Under fire. Finds his man. It's Edwards. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Young. Bringing the heat. And the Wildcat has turned to disaster. A big loss as the defense was all over. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down.
Well, they don't pick up the first down after they catch, but even still, the head coach now has a decision to make. On 4th down, is he kicking a long field goal? Is he going for it? It's decision time.
4th down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. They'll run the option. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Simpson. He makes a grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. They're going to give it to the wide receiver on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Going to swing it on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Ross. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going for it all. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did.
He's loose. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. They'll immediately call timeout. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. It's good. Easy call for the refs. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it, make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
He'll take another shot here. Makes the grab on the left side. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. The sure hands, it's Young. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
And guy is such a weapon in this offense because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He wants to throw it again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Edwards. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on second down. Off play action. That's caught. It's Williams. It's a seam wide open. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw. He had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Looks as if they're going to pass on a chance to take the lead with the field goal and go for it on fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2. Can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical. Got to break tackles. Got to go through people. Whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Using his legs to buy some time. It's a running room. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown time! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Singleton. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Wide open spaces. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They'll go to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rush is on him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. The Nittany Lions line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Pulls and fired complete. Turning on the Jets. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Running to the left. Plows through the defense. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. Handoff to the lone back. Picks up the first down, still moving. Turning it on. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. It's a reverse. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
I love the timing on the jet sweep there. The quarterback snapped it at the perfect moment. You can give it right away to the receiver to get outside, get around the defensive end, and start getting upfield.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quick completion on the out. Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You gonna leave that open? Okay, I'm gonna take it right now.
Guys, this offense has a couple of jobs. The first one, get the touchdown. Then they'll need the 2 to tie here in the 4th. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
The best running backs are the guys that can just snip out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
After the score, they need this 2-point conversion to tie. And they can't make the connection.
Well, at this juncture in the game, that was 2 points they needed to have to tie this one up. Now, there's tons of pressure on the defense to get the ball back to have a chance to win.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give is to Miller. Oh, a lot of space. There he goes. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Alabama! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it out. It's Ross. the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll run it from the gun. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. The play-action fake. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. We bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Here comes that Alabama offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You
got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Coming out with it, it's Ross. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Dropping back, it's out. And they're not on the same page there.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Back to pass. Fires to the big fella.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the field and not getting gains. They've got to keep their foot on the gas. They've got to take some shots, work the middle of the field, but make some big plays down a couple possessions.
Short gain on the completion. Good footwork. Gets him the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking left. It's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
He's got it inside the 25. Run down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown,
read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Tide offense rolls onto the field.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He smashes his way through, running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Bama! He would not be denied. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ross. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air on first down. He's taking the deep shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
He's got it. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Wants to throw it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain. And the Nittany Lions want to move quickly. On third and long, try to convert through the air. The quick out. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Here comes the hurry up. Looking for a man. It's Allard. He's got him. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him. And they've really featured this guy today.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They've converted twice on fourth down so far. Will they make... Makes a grab past the marker. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Singleton. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And on 4th down, they'll take a knee, but this one's just about over. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has been just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task.